Hello, Bluesboy Jag here. Yet another cigar box guitar. This is a obviously Texas license plate, and it's stuck on a black box. This is a 3-stringer, as you can see. This is tuned A, E, A. You can tune it any way you want. Any way you want it, that's the way you need it, any way. I'm sorry. So this is a 5th string, 4th string, 3rd string, and it's A, E, A. A, E, A. And that's a power chord, A5, just a regular roll, you know, chunky power chord. But you can tune it a million, trillion, quadrillion different ways, times a million times 42.63 divided by 5. Unbelievable amount of ways to tune these. You don't have to use a 5/4/3 string. You can use any configuration. You can use a 1/3/2. Doesn't have to be the big string on the top. Doesn't have to be the small string on the bottom. You can do whatever you little art desires. There's a Bluesboy Jag logo. 3 strings, as you can tell, 3 tutors. Bolt for a nut, old school style bolt for a bridge. Compensated. Why is it angled? Well, it's angled so that it'll be in tune. When you put the guitar together, sometimes they're straight. When you tune the strings, sometimes they end up being angled. All that means is compensated. Compensated. If you've ever seen a Gibson Les Paul Jr., they have compensated bridges. They're all crooked like that. All that means is it has to be that way to be in tune all the way up the neck. So the 2 screws in front of the bridge hold that bridge at that angle. So when you take these strings off, the bolt will fall off, and you put new strings on, and you slap it underneath the strings, and the strings hold it on. It's called a floating bridge. They've been around for hundreds of years. And those 2 screws, all they do is dictate the angle. Just shove that bolt right there up against them 2 screws, and you're perfectly intonated, perfectly all the way up the neck. This is the sound hole, and again, as I said, 324 trillion times 42 divided by 6. The sound hole doesn't have to be big. These are small boxes, so this is a small sound hole. Now, this is what I call living room volume. Not super loud. Now, pretty much no cigar box guitar is going to have the same acoustic level as a acoustic guitar, because they're smaller, they're made out of different types of wood, and this one's no exception. In addition, this one has the license plate smashed down on it, screwed in, so it sticks on there, and what that does is that affects your acoustic tone. It's not as loud as a resonating piece of wood, because the piece of wood that normally would resonate is being smashed down by the license plate. So this is not super loud acoustically. They're not supposed to be, though. So you can practice your scales and your blues and your country, and your wife can be sitting right next to you watching the news, and it won't piss her off. Low volume, what I call living room volume. But crank it up! DC for you there. I'm running this through a Fender Mustang. It has all sorts of those presets. So you got your Eddie Van Halen-ish, you got your AC/DC-ish sounds, you got your Led Zeppelin-ish sounds, I got the Palsy. You got all those sounds built in. You just go clank, clank, clank. Got your blues clank, you got your metal clank, you got your country clank. All built in, so you don't have to go tweak, 19 little knobs. So I use a Fender Mustang to test these out and to demo these. You don't have to have a Fender Mustang. Don't think that I'm saying everybody who plays a cigar box guitar has to have a Fender Mustang. Get whatever amp you want. You can use any amp. You can use an old-fashioned Fender style 1948, 1965, whatever. Any kind of amp will work just fine with these guitars, just like any amp works fine with any guitar. tweak them to your heart's desire. And if you don't like that sound, you know, these work great with pedals. If you don't like the sound of the amp, same thing as any other guitar. Basically, any amp you want, any brand of strings you want, any gauge of strings you want. You can use any strings. This is again 5-4-3. You can use the 6-5-4. You can use the 4-2-1. You can use the 1-6-3. You can use the 3-2-3. You can use the 3-3-3. However you want to do it. There's millions and millions of different ways to tune it. You can find all those different ways on the internet. Just do some experimentation and check out what other people have done. There you go. 3-string humbucker, which means no hum. License plate, cigar box guitar. 10 coats of polyurethane, forgot to mention that. All at jagshouse.com. Jagshouse. Jagshouse.com. I'm Jag. It's my house, so it's jagshouse.com. Once again, thanks for watching. Thanks for kind support and toodles.